Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is not just a video. This is not just motivation. This is your wake-up call. Today, I want to talk to you about something that can completely change your life. Something more powerful than money. Something more important than talent. Something more rare than intelligence. And that something is value. Yes, your personal value. You see, people in this world don't treat you based on your heart. They don't reward you based on your hard work. They don't pay you for your time. They don't care how much you've suffered. They respond to your value. They listen to your value. They respect your value. They pay for your value. They follow your value. So if you feel like the world is ignoring you, if you feel like people don't take you seriously, if you feel invisible, unimportant, unappreciated, let me tell you this. It's not because you're useless. It's not because you're stupid. It's not because you're unlucky. It's because they don't see your value yet. And whose job is it to show them your value? Yours. Value is not something you're born with. It's not something you inherit. It's not about your family, your city, your education, or your past. Value is something you build. With daily work, with discipline, with silence, with improvement. And once you raise your value, nobody can ignore you. Nobody can replace you. Nobody can treat you like you're nothing. People will pay attention. People will respect you without asking. People will follow you without begging. Because in this world, you don't need to fight for space. You just need to become so valuable that space is automatically made for you. Let me say it again, because this is the core truth. You can't create more time, but you can create more value. We don't get paid for time. We get paid for value. You can cry about being ignored, or you can quietly become too valuable to be ignored ever again. So today, I'm going to give you 9 brutal rules. Rules that are not soft. Rules that are not sugar-coated. Rules that are not for lazy people. These rules are for people who want to become the best version of themselves. People who are tired of being average. People who are ready to build value so high that the world will have no choice but to respect them. And I'm going to explain each rule in the most powerful, most simple, and most motivational way possible. So even if your English is basic, even if your confidence is low, even if nobody believes in you right now, you can still understand everything. You can still grow. You can still win. This video is not made to make you feel good for 10 minutes. It's made to change the direction of your entire life. So now, take a deep breath. Get ready. This is the beginning of your transformation. Let's begin with rule number 1. And I want you to really feel this one in your soul. Rule 1. Stop being too available. Start becoming valuable. Let me ask you a simple question. If something is always easy to get, do people value it more or less? Less. Imagine this. You walk into a store and there's a diamond sitting at the floor. No security, no box, no price tag, no attention. You'll probably think it's fake. Even if it's real, your brain will not treat it as valuable. Why? Because availability kills respect. It's the same with people. If you're always saying yes, if you're always online, if you're always texting first, if you're always available for anyone, anytime, anywhere, then slowly, without knowing, your value drops. People start thinking, he'll always be there. She always says yes. I can call him anytime. I can ignore her and she'll still care. That's when you stop being respected. That's when you stop being valued. That's when you become background noise in other people's lives. Being too nice, being too helpful, being too available. It looks like love, but often it's just self-destruction. Because here's the truth. If you don't give importance to yourself, no one else will. And I know this is hard, because maybe you don't want to hurt people. Maybe you think saying no is rude. Maybe you think being quiet makes you alone. But in reality, saying no is how you protect your value. Being less available is how you create space for respect. You are not a product on sale. You are not a discount version of your true self. You are not always open. You are a limited edition, and you need to start acting like it. It means you don't always reply instantly. You don't always say yes to plans you don't like. You don't let people waste your energy with nonsense. You don't show up for people who never show up for you. It means you schedule your time. You respect your energy. You choose your company carefully. You create boundaries without guilt. Because when people know your time is valuable, when they know your attention is limited, when they know your presence is a privilege, they speak to you with respect. They don't waste your time. They don't take you for granted. Imagine there are two friends. Friend A is always available, always says yes, always there. Friend B is focused, says yes sometimes, shows up with energy and intention. Who do people respect more? Friend B. Why? Because when something is rare, it becomes valuable. That's how diamonds work. That's how money works. That's how you should work. You're not here to beg for attention. You're not here to prove your worth. You're not here to be everyone's servant. You're here to become so valuable that they can't afford to lose you. So from today, stop being too available and start building your value. Because value speaks louder than noise. And silence is often the most powerful statement of all. Rule 2. Master one high-value skill. If you want to increase your value, you must understand this. The world does not reward effort. It rewards results. And results come from mastery, not from trying a little bit of everything. Let me say it another way. Most people in this world are busy. They are always working, always doing something. But very few people are actually valuable. Why? Because they haven't mastered one powerful skill that the world needs. They jump from one thing to another. One day they want to be a YouTuber, then a week later, a trader, then a coach, then a writer, then a content creator. But they don't stay long enough to become great at any one of them. They stay average. And average is invisible. You want to become high value. You want to increase your income. You want people to come to you instead of you chasing them. Then stop trying to be everything and start becoming excellent at one thing. Because when you master one high-value skill, you become useful, needed, trusted, paid, respected. Think of anyone successful in life. Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Oprah, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mr. Beast. They all have one thing in common. They became world-class at one skill. Elon Musk, engineering and vision. Oprah, communication and emotional intelligence. Mr. Beast, storytelling and YouTube content creation. Ronaldo, discipline plus athletic performance. That one skill opened the door to everything else. Once they became valuable in one area, they earned the right to expand into others. But most people try to skip that part. They want the lifestyle without the skill power. It doesn't work. If you want value, become excellent. If you want success, become unforgettable at one thing. If you master just one high-value skill, it can replace your 9-to-5 job, help you start a business, build your confidence, make people respect your voice, give you freedom, connect you with high-level people, attract clients, open opportunities across the world. Because people don't want average anymore. They don't want kind of good. They want solutions, speed, excellence, trust. And the person who can deliver that is valuable. Let me give you simple examples of skills that are valuable in today's world. Speaking, public speaking, sales, coaching. Writing, copywriting, storytelling, content creation. Thinking strategy, problem-solving, decision-making. Creativity, video editing, design, branding. Tech coding, web development, AI tools. Business marketing, lead generation, business systems. Influence, YouTube, Instagram growth, content marketing. The world changes, but high-value skills always stay in demand. You don't need a degree. You don't need 10 years. You don't need to be a genius. You just need focus, practice, and patience. Let me tell you about a boy named Liam. He had no money, no degree, no special talent. But he learned copywriting, the art of using words to sell. Every day he practiced. He studied great writers. He wrote ads for fake products just to train. He offered his writing for free to businesses. Then one day, a client paid him $100, then $500, then $1,000. Now, he works from home, gets paid in dollars, travels, helps his family, all because of one skill. That's the power of skill. That's the power of value. It's okay if you don't know your skill yet, but don't stay confused. Here's what to do. List 5 things you enjoy or are curious about, like writing, teaching, editing, business, tech. Pick the one that excites you most. You don't need passion. You need interest. Give 30 days to study and practice only that. Every day, no excuses. Watch videos, take notes, build small projects. Repeat until you find one skill you want to master. Clarity comes from action, not from thinking. Don't waste your life being kind of good at 10 things. Become great at one thing, and the world will open up. Master one skill so well that people know your name even in rooms you've never entered. Be so good they can't ignore you. We get paid for value, and value comes from excellence. If you feel lost, broke, invisible, or stuck, don't try to fix everything at once. Just fix your skill. Just build your value. Just become excellent at something the world needs. That's how you change your life. Not by chasing people, not by begging for attention, but by becoming powerful through skill. This is your time. Choose your skill. Start today. And don't stop until you're world class, because when your skill becomes rare, you become priceless. Rule 3. Speak less, move in silence. Let your presence speak. In a world where everyone is shouting, in a world where everyone wants to be seen, in a world where people post every thought, every meal, every dream, every goal, you become more powerful when you learn to do the opposite. The most powerful people speak the least. The loudest voice is often the weakest mind. But the calmest person in the room? They own the room. Let me tell you what happens when you speak less and move in silence. People get curious. People start paying attention. People begin to respect you without knowing why. Your energy becomes magnetic. Your value rises automatically, not because you begged for it, but because you created a feeling of mystery, control, and strength, all without saying a single word. That is real power. That is high value. Have you noticed? Most people talk before they think, explain their pain to people who don't care, share their goals with people who will never support them, argue to prove they're right, speak to feel important. But here's the brutal truth. The more you talk, the less people listen. The more you explain, the less people respect. The more noise you make, the less power you have. Why? Because real value doesn't chase attention. Real value is felt in silence. It's in your eyes, your posture, your focus, your decisions, not in your words. Let's imagine two people walk into a room. Person A enters loudly, talks a lot, tries to impress everyone, explains how smart they are, tells everyone what they've done, what they'll do, who they know. Person B enters calmly, doesn't say much, observes, listens, stays focused, speaks only when needed. And when they do, every word is sharp and clear. Who do you respect more? Person B. Why? Because silence creates mystery. Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity creates attention. Attention creates value. The less they know, the more they want to know. And that's power. When you stop announcing everything, your energy becomes unpredictable. Your success becomes louder than your words. People don't see your next move. They feel your growth. You become untouchable by gossip, jealousy, judgment. Because you're not telling them what you'll do. You're doing it while they talk. And when it's done, they'll be too shocked to speak. That's high value. Let me be clear. Speaking less doesn't mean being cold, fake, or antisocial. It doesn't mean you ignore people or avoid connection. It means this. You don't speak just to fill silence. You don't explain yourself to everyone. You don't chase approval. You don't overshare with people who don't deserve your story. You protect your energy. You build your value quietly. You allow your presence to speak louder than your mouth. Because your energy tells your story. And energy is more powerful than language. Here's how to start using this rule today. Pause before you speak. When someone asks a question, don't rush. Take 2 seconds. Breathe. Respond with clarity. This shows confidence and control. Stop telling people your every move. Don't post every idea. Don't announce every goal. Don't share your plans with people who gossip. Let your results do the talking. Speak with intention. Every word should have purpose. If you speak, speak with calm power, not noise. Master the art of listening. When you listen more, you learn more. You notice what others miss. You gain control of the room without having to raise your voice. Let your actions be your volume. Build your business. Improve your health. Sharpen your skill. Elevate your lifestyle without telling anyone. When they finally notice, they'll ask, "How did you do all this so silently?" And you'll smile, because you were too busy building value to seek attention. Lions don't need to roar. Their silence is already a warning. The moon says nothing, yet controls the tides. Oceans are deep. That's why they don't make noise like shallow rivers. Power is silent. Value is quiet. Confidence is calm. If you want to be respected, don't speak more. Speak better. If you want to be remembered, don't post more. Build more. If you want to be high value, don't beg for attention. Make people feel your presence even when you're silent. This is not just a trick. This is not just a mindset. This is a weapon. Silence is your power. Energy is your language. Presence is your value. So from today, stop talking, start building, stop explaining, start doing, stop announcing, start becoming. Because when you master the art of silence, you become unstoppable. Rule 4. Build a mysterious aura. Let the world wonder who you're becoming. In a world where everyone is posting, updating, shouting, sharing their every emotion online, there is something extremely powerful, attractive, and unforgettable about a person who remains silent, private, unreadable, unpredictable. That is called mystery. And mystery equals power. When people can't figure you out, when people don't know your next move, when people can't read your emotions, your plans, your pain, you become interesting, you become dangerous, you become high value. Because mystery doesn't mean hiding. It means protecting your power from those who haven't earned access to it. They share too much. They post too much. They explain too much. They show too much. They speak too soon. They reveal every move, every mistake, every thought, every dream. Why? Because they're hungry for attention. But here's the harsh truth. If people can predict you, they don't respect you. If they can read you, they don't fear losing you. If they know everything about you, they don't need to earn you. Predictability equals low value. Mystery equals high value. It doesn't mean being fake. It doesn't mean acting cold or distant. It means you don't post everything online. You don't tell everyone what you're working on. You don't announce every goal. You don't react emotionally in public. You keep people guessing, not because you're hiding, but because you're protecting your energy, your growth, your future. Let's say you're working on your dream body. You don't post gym selfies every day. You don't tell people, I'm gonna lose 10 kilograms. You just go quiet, work, improve, build. Then one day you show up, powerful, confident, transformed, and everyone says, where have you been? What happened to you? How did you change so much? And you smile. Because while they were watching Netflix, posting selfies, and wasting time, you were becoming someone they never saw coming. That is mystery. That is value. How to practice mystery in daily life. Stop announcing your next move. Let your actions be the surprise. Keep some dreams between you and the universe. Not everyone deserves to hear your vision. Say less when people ask too much. They don't need the whole story. Give them headlines. Don't overshare your pain with people who can't help. Pain is sacred. Protect it. Master the art of saying, you'll see. That sentence is more powerful than 1,000 explanations. It protects your energy. It builds your confidence. It makes your results louder than your promises. It turns you from one of them into one in a million. It separates you from noise. People will start whispering, who is he? What's she working on? Why did they disappear? Why do I feel their presence even when they say nothing? And that's when you know your value is now speaking without words. Don't be so loud that they forget you. Be so quiet they can't stop thinking about you. So from today, pull back, go silent, get powerful. Let your absence build curiosity. Let your silence become your presence. Let the world wonder who you're becoming. Because when you become mysterious, you become magnetic. And when you're magnetic, you never have to chase anything again. Rule 5. Upgrade your circle. Or stay stuck forever. You can be motivated. You can be disciplined. You can be talented. You can have big goals. You can be listening to this video and saying, yes, I'm ready. But if you are surrounded by the wrong people, you will lose your value slowly, painfully, permanently. Because your circle is not just your friends. It is your environment, your mirror, your identity, your future. The people you spend time with are training your mind every day, whether you realize it or not. Signs you need to upgrade your circle. You feel small around your friends. You can't talk about your goals without being laughed at. Every time you improve, someone tries to pull you back. You feel drained after conversations, not inspired. You're growing, but they're not moving at all. You keep helping them, but they don't help you grow. That's not love. That's not friendship. That's not loyalty. That's a trap. What happens when you stay in a low circle? You begin to doubt yourself. You shrink your dreams to fit their comfort. You start playing small to avoid being too much. You get stuck in cycles of gossip, drama, and laziness. You never become the person you're meant to be. The longer you stay, the more invisible your value becomes. The more loyal you are to the wrong people. The more distant your dream becomes. Imagine trying to climb a mountain with a heavy backpack. Every step is harder. You're out of breath. You want to give up. But the weight is not your own. It's the people you're carrying. People who should be walking with you, but instead, they're pulling you down. Now imagine dropping that weight. Suddenly, you move faster. You feel lighter. You see the top of the mountain clearly. That's what happens when you upgrade your circle. Observe, don't argue. You don't need to fight anyone. Just notice. Who's helping you grow? Who's blocking your future? Create space. Take a step back. Let distance do the talking. Add new voices. Follow mentors online. Watch content that lifts you. Even digital voices can become your new circle. Don't fear being alone. Loneliness is not punishment. It's preparation. Say goodbye silently. You don't owe anyone a fight. You owe yourself peace. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to be a lion, stop walking with sheep. Don't expect rich results from poor environments. Some people will not grow, and that's okay. But you must choose whether you want comfort with them or growth without them. Because staying with the wrong people will cost you your time, your value, your confidence, your destiny. And the world is too big. Your potential is too real. To stay small, stuck, and silent just to make others comfortable. From today, ask yourself, does this person feed my future or drain it? Do they celebrate my growth or get jealous? Are they building with me or just using me to stay where they are? Upgrade your circle or stay stuck forever. Don't fear losing people. Fear losing yourself by keeping the wrong ones, because your value multiplies when you walk with people who believe in your vision, speak your language, and match your energy. Let go of the old. Surround yourself with power and become power. Rule 6. Invest in your appearance. Become the mirror of your own value. No matter how smart, kind, talented, or hardworking you are, the first thing the world will judge you on is how you appear. The world judges the book by its cover, before it even reads the first page. That's not unfair. That's human nature. Because appearance isn't just about looks. It's about energy, discipline, self-respect, and presence. When you look like you don't care about yourself, people won't care either. When you show up looking tired, messy, unprepared, people will lower your value in their minds before you even speak. But when you walk in sharp, confident, clean, with clear energy, everything changes. People listen. People adjust their tone. People respect you faster. People assume you're someone of importance. And that's the silent power of investing in your appearance. Because they confuse appearance with vanity. They think, I don't care what people think. Looks don't matter. Only what's inside counts. But let's be honest, you might have gold inside. But if you present yourself like cheap plastic, no one will come close enough to discover your value. Your outside is not for showing off. It's for showing up as someone who values themselves. If you look like you've already given up, people will treat you like someone who has no value left. It doesn't mean wearing designer clothes. It doesn't mean being beautiful. It doesn't mean being rich. It means dressing with intention, looking like you care, carrying yourself like your presence matters, showing up clean, sharp, and well put together, taking care of hygiene, posture, and confidence. Your appearance is your visual resume. Even before people talk to you, your energy already told a story. Imagine two people walk into an interview. One comes in confident, well-dressed, clean shirt, polished shoes, head held high. The other comes in with a wrinkled shirt, tired eyes, messy hair, dragging their feet. Even if they have the same experience, who gets more respect? The first one. Why? Because his appearance told the room, I respect myself. I'm serious. I'm ready. I'm someone of value that is not fashion. That is silent authority. Dress like your future self. Ask, would the version of me I dream of dress like this today? Keep it clean, not expensive. Focus on fit, comfort, and energy, not price tags. Smell good, always. A clean scent equals high discipline. Fix your posture. You can double your presence by standing tall and walking with purpose. Groom yourself even if no one is watching, because you're watching. And that's enough, because it tells the world, I care. I respect this moment. I didn't come to hide. I came to own the room. I carry myself like someone who's ready for success. People trust sharp people. People are drawn to those who look collected. People open doors for those who look like they belong in the room. And guess what? You don't need to be rich, famous, or perfect. You just need to show up like someone who matters. Because if you don't appear valuable, no one will stop to see what's inside. The way you dress is a conversation, even when you say nothing. Respect starts with how you treat yourself, and appearance is part of that. You can't control how people think, but you can control what they see when you walk in. So from today, show up like someone who's going somewhere. Look like you value your journey. Look like you're becoming unstoppable. Because once your appearance reflects your inner value, the world will treat you like you're not to be ignored. Rule 7. Don't chase, attract. The more you chase, the more they run. It could be a person, a friend, a client, a job, an opportunity. The more you try to prove your value, the less valuable you appear. Why? Because chasing equals desperation. And desperation destroys attraction. People don't chase diamonds. They chase discounts. Be the diamond. Chasing is loud. Attracting is quiet. Chasing is external. Attracting is internal. Chasing says, please notice me. Attracting says, I'm already whole. Come if you're ready. When you chase, you give your power away. When you attract, you become the prize. Imagine this. You're running after water in the desert. Desperate, thirsty, exhausted. That's chasing. Now imagine this. You become fire, and everything cold moves toward you. That's attraction. And that's what happens when you stop running after people and start building yourself. How to stop chasing and start attracting. Focus on becoming, not impressing. Don't build yourself to be liked. Build yourself to be powerful. Stay calm when ignored. Your silence will make them feel your absence more than your begging. Walk away with confidence, Chasing weakens your value. Walking away raises it. Improve your skill, appearance, mindset, peace. These are magnets for success. People will come to you when you hold this power. Let go of proving. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The right ones will feel your growth and move toward it. Build this new energy instead. I don't chase. I attract. If it's for me, it will stay. If it goes, it wasn't meant to be. My focus is on my value, not their opinion. I'm not here to beg. I'm here to build. When you chase, you become smaller. When you attract, you become magnetic. So from today, stop chasing love. Stop chasing people. Stop chasing success. Instead, build yourself. Sharpen your skill. Protect your peace. Upgrade your energy. Raise your standards. Master your silence. Respect your presence. Invest in your appearance. And let the world come to you. Because they can feel your value without you saying a word. When you attract, you don't fight for attention. You become the reason the room shifts. Rule 8. Train your mind relentlessly. Because that's where your real value lives. You can dress well. You can walk with confidence. You can have friends, followers, likes, fame. You can even have money. But if your mind is weak, you will collapse under pressure. You will break at the first rejection. You will lose everything when life tests you. And life will test you. Your real value does not live in your clothes. Your real value lives in your mind. The mind is not born strong. It must be trained, relentlessly, silently, daily. Most people stay low value forever because they never learn how to train their brain. They train their body, their appearance, their social image. But their brain, they feed it junk. They never clean it. They never exercise it. They never rewire it. They never build mental armor. So what happens? They overthink everything. They fear failure. They avoid discomfort. They stay addicted to approval. They break down when life gets hard. They compare themselves to everyone. They dream big but act small. Their body moves forward, but their mind keeps dragging them back. Let me say this clearly. Money comes and goes. People come and go. Looks fade. But a trained mind, it prints value for the rest of your life. A strong mind will help you. Stay calm in chaos. Focus while others panic. Think clear under pressure. Speak with intelligence. Build a vision others can't see. Delay pleasure for greater purpose. Walk alone without fear. Bounce back when life knocks you down. That's real power, and that's what makes you rare. How to train your mind. Daily input equals daily power. Feed your brain with books that make you think, videos that give you truth, not distraction, conversations that challenge you. Questions like, what am I doing with my time? Who am I becoming? What am I allowing that's slowing me down? Your mind is a garden. What you plant grows. Plant garbage equals grow weakness. Plant wisdom equals grow greatness. Create mental discipline. Wake up without the phone. Your brain deserves peace before pollution. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. This is where clarity begins. Journal your thoughts. Empty the overthinking. Write it down. Learn something new daily. One new word. One new idea. One new reflection. This is how your brain becomes sharper than 99% of the world. Do what's mentally uncomfortable. If it's hard, do it. If it scares you, try it. If it's unknown, explore it. The brain gets stronger the same way muscles do, through resistance. So read when you're tired. Write when you don't feel like it. Focus when you'd rather scroll. This is how high-value people are built. Example. Student A studies for 20 minutes, gets distracted, checks their phone, gives up after 3 days. Student B studies 1 hour daily, writes notes, reflects on mistakes, trains the brain every day. After 6 months, who wins? Student B, even if they weren't the smartest. Because they trained the mind, not just the hands. That's the power of mental discipline. It builds value that can't be taken. Train your mind, because no one else will do it for you. A sharp mind can open doors that a strong body can't. Your brain is either your best friend or your silent enemy. So from today, feed it, challenge it, strengthen it. Talk to it like it's your future CEO. Because once your mind is unbreakable, your value becomes unstoppable. So now you know. It was never about looking cool. It was never about being liked. It was never about chasing people or proving anything. It was always about value. Because in this world, you are treated based on the value you bring. You are respected based on how rare you are. You are paid based on how sharp your mind is. You are loved based on how deeply you love yourself first. You can cry, you can pray, you can hope. But unless you become valuable, nothing will change. So let this video be the moment. Not when you were entertained. Not when you felt motivated for 10 minutes. But the moment you said, enough. I'm done being ignored. I'm done being used. I'm done living under my potential. From today, I raise my value. Or, I raise nothing. So now it's your move. Not next week. Not next month. Now. Walk away from old versions of yourself. Build what you said you would build. Keep your peace sacred. Speak less. Train harder. Look sharper. Surround yourself with warriors, not weak minds. Let your silence terrify those who once ignored you. Let your transformation speak for you. And one day, not too far from today, they'll say, you changed. And you'll smile and reply, no. I finally remembered who I was meant to be. And if this video touched your heart, if it helped you in a way others never did, if it made you think differently, feel stronger, or rise again, don't leave quietly. Hit that subscribe button. Share this with someone who needs it. Leave a comment. I choose value over noise. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a high-value life. And if you're ready, I'll be right here, waiting for you in the next video. Let's grow. Let's rise. Let's lead together.